Now that my partner Aditya has discussed our first solution, I will now discuss the second one. The second solution is that fracking legislation would be left up to the states to decide for themselves. This solution is the most logical because only a certain number of states would want to frack in the first place. This is because only some states have the natural shale deposits that hold the natural gas that fracking extracts. There would be no reason to frack without these deposits, thus, only some states choose to do so. According to Parisian song, there are only two states in America that could frack but choose not to do so. Those two states are New York and Maryland. New York and Maryland seem to value environmental health and protection over the economic growth and prosperity that fracking offers. While most other states believe that the economic benefits greatly outweigh the drawbacks of fracking. The best way to regulate it is from the state level. Each state that wants to frack should be able to decide for itself. Each state knows itself better than the federal government would. It can better implement these practices. States are more flexible, and above all, federal dollars would not have to be spent to regulate fracking. Also, the EPA is tremendously overwhelmed, and adding any more to them would be a massive burden. Each state should be able to pick what it values more, environmental health or economic prosperity. Law professor David Spence believes that the states and even local governments are far better suited to regulating fracking than the federal government could. This is because state and local governments are local enough to observe fracking itself. They understand the environment and natural resources of the state. They know the people better. They know what to do more. He already believes that states are doing a rather excellent job at strengthening their fracking regulation. During fracking's emergence in early 2000s, there were relatively very few legislations, and this has resulted in many cases of drinking water being contaminated and leaks. This is because they were not regulated carefully. States have now learned from this and are now enhancing their regulations to prevent this. They have identified that the main problem is when a pipe is not secure enough from fracking, the oil and other caustic chemicals will leak out into the drinking water, damaging not only human health, but the health of the environment in general. It seems that the easiest solution to this problem would be to uphold the status quo. Both sides of the issue will get some part of what they want. The environmentalists will save some of the environmental health, and fracking industry will see economic growth where they are allowed to do so. Of course, this might change drastically in the near future as we do not fully understand the long-term benefits of the dangers of fracking. My partner Cooper will now discuss our third solution, the complete prohibition of fracking.